almost ruined Christmas for everyone here in El Salvador for many years. Hey guys, it's Carol and Carlos. Welcome back to our channel. We want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. It is Christmas time. I am so excited.
The best time of the year.
It is. It's amazing. I love Christmas. And you guys know that I am originally from San Diego, but I moved to El Salvador for love to be with this guy.
Me!
This will be my 13th Christmas here in El Salvador. And while Christmases in El Salvador are amazing, they are a little bit different than my Christmases, a little bit spicier, I would say, than my Christmases from my childhood.
Spicy is the right word. It's like more, I wouldn't say flavorful, but it's spicier.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Christmas in my house growing up was huge with my family, and that's because of my grandpa. He was a truck driver by trade and my favorite person in the entire world. And he took Christmas and its traditions to a whole other level. I mean, I was utterly convinced for an extended period of time that he was the big man himself.
Maybe what?
Santa? You
Maybe.
know? I think so. I still think. I mean, the case isn't closed. He had a very jolly smile. He was bald with a fluffy white beard and a big old belly, and he loved Christmas. It really didn't help that one year he even dressed up like Santa for my elementary school. He did such a great job as Santa. He was totally convincing to everyone else, but I knew straight away, I knew that was my grandpa, and I just knew he was Father Christmas. But his job kept him out on the road for extended periods of time. We never knew when he was gonna be home, except for Christmas. Somehow he was always home for Christmas, and it had to be just so. I mean, he was very particular, a stickler for traditions. And even though he passed when I was still a child, his traditions have carried on in my family all of these years. And there was definitely a right way and a wrong way to celebrate the season in the Hastings household.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like in my case, when I was little, I guess it's very different. Well, you've kind of gotten a taste of what it's like here in El Salvador. But it was a small, tiny apartment with, I think we were 7 in total. And women, I mean, my grandma, my great-grandma, my mom, my aunts, but it was fun. I mean, it was incredible. We even shared sometimes our room with turkey. I'll tell you about it later. In that small apartment.
You had a turkey in your apartment? I didn't even have a cat in my apartment growing up. We weren't allowed.
Yeah, my grandma kind of took it upon herself to make it grow. I will tell you about it in some other video.
But special.
Yeah, but it was hilarious. It was fun. It was fun.
That is awesome. And what about the music, though?
Oh, the music, totally different.
The music is completely different, you guys. In the States, we have Christmas carols, and I love Christmas carols. But here,
it's not so calm. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of it's cumbia. It's a bunch.
it is so fun. And you guys, I wish we could be playing it all for you right here, but due to copyright restrictions on YouTube, we unfortunately cannot play the music at hand, but we did make you guys 2 special playlists that you can find on Spotify and YouTube playlists linked down below in the description.
And it's gonna sound very familiar to the audience and all you Salvadorians that watch the channel. Pastor Lopez, Hermano Flores, Vilos Caracas Boys, Sonora Dinamita, and obviously Aniceto Molina. I mean, that, you hear that? And it's just, the smells, the taste, everything comes back to you, right?
It's awesome. It is so awesome. It's not Christmas without the music. It really makes the mood. And while there are many differences between Christmas in El Salvador and the United States, there's many similarities too. I mean, we all decorate the tree, we hang out as family, we eat good food. I can't wait to try this new recipe that I found on Readly yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's on fire.
Nah. Are you sure you want to make that one?
Well, we could make this one that I found too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'll bookmark them both. Have you guys heard of Readly? It's this amazing digital magazine subscription service with magazines all over the world in multiple languages. It's really awesome. They have over 6,000 different titles to choose from. Yeah, and their digital library, all available in one location. It's really convenient. They're kind of like the Spotify for magazines.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. And it's really simple to use. You just sign up, download the app, And then you can start going through different magazine titles, or you can look for subjects that you're interested in, like
Okay.
lifestyle or electronics or sporting. They have it all.
Nice.
It's really awesome.
And what kind of magazines do you see there?
Well, you see everything. I like to see the magazines that I can't access here in El Salvador, like the US versions of Vogue and Cosmo and Glamour, and I like fashion. But I also like to look up recipes that I can do
Yeah.
with the girls and crafts that I can do with them.
That's cool.
And they were nice enough, you guys, to sponsor this video and to offer you guys 2 months free. Just use the link down below in my description box or in my pinned comment down below, and you can cancel at any time. There's no issues.
That's
It's
cool.
really awesome. Honestly, I think I'm going to use it to help write my letter to Santa. I'm going to look up electronics and I'm going to be like, yes, that one. This
Yeah.
one, this one. Yes, please. And
Nice.
honestly, I think this would make a great Christmas gift.
Yeah.
For anybody on your Christmas list, a subscription service like this,
Well, there's people that you don't know what to give to.
honestly,
I mean,
this is perfect for that.
Right?
So speaking of all the differences between the US and El Salvador, I really think there's only one major one that comes into play when we talk about Christmas.
Okay, what's that?
The date that we celebrate.
Yeah, that's a difference. That is big.
Yeah, here in El Salvador, you celebrate on the 24th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
At night.
In fact, they are so similar, these traditions, you guys, that my first Christmas Eve here in El Salvador, I had so much fun. I honestly wouldn't describe anything as a culture shock. We just partied. We drank, we danced, we listened to cumbia, and there were firecrackers.
A bunch.
Yeah, lots of firecrackers, you guys. It was so much fun, and at midnight, everybody opens their presents all at once in a mad frenzy. And everybody stays up forever. Like, I mean, everybody. The kids, the parents, the grandparents, the chuchos. You party until you drop at like 2, 4 in the morning.
5.
It's a blast.
You see the
you guys.
sunrise. You, as a teenager, sometimes you stay up. You see the sunrise. I mean, after all the parents have been dancing and have been partying, it's fun.
It is. It is. I love it. And I had so much fun. My shock, though, came the next morning on the 25th, around 6 a.m., when I happily awoke Carlos to let him know that it was officially Christmas time and we could start celebrating.
Officially, to me, it was over.
And when he told me that, I was so sad. I mean, honestly, I really love Christmas here in El Salvador, but some of my traditions, coming out early in the morning of the 25th, slowly opening presents one by one, utilizing your stocking, seeing what everybody's got, and having a big fancy
Yeah,
breakfast.
and to us, it was just like we have slept 2-3 hours, and we are opening presents slowly and having breakfast when you're not thinking about it. Yeah, it was painful.
It is, and it gets worse, you guys, because I hate to tell you that after that first Christmas, when I realized that the 25th was not a Christmas here, I decided then and there I was going to make it one. So that then on the 24th, we could celebrate Navidad Salvadoreño. We could party the night out, but we were going to wake up at the crack of dawn on the 25th and celebrate Christmas like a Hastings.
Yeah, no.
And that's how I almost ruined Christmas for everyone here in El Salvador for many years.
And everybody was good.
They were so nice, you guys. I feel so bad still. Carlos, Adi, the girls weren't born yet, but my mother-in-law,
Yeah.
your cousins, I mean, everybody was so nice to play along in my Christmas theater to give me the experience that I missed. It was like a bad Christmas Carol play, literally.
Literally.
Literally. And this went on for years, until one Christmas. What gave us the bright idea? Do you remember?
I think you decided.
It was
"Hey,
like
why
a
don't we do it
Christmas
this way?"
miracle. It was a Christmas miracle, you guys, because out of nowhere, we thought, why are we doing this? Why does it have to be on the 25th? I can still have my,
Why are we doing
yeah, I mean,
Why are you doing this?
I'm sorry. I mean, I could still have my traditions. I could still celebrate the way that my grandpa would have loved. But we just made one simple switch.
Mhm.
We moved it to the morning of the 24th. It was so simple. It was so simple that it almost felt illegal. So we decided to write a letter to Santa to make sure it was okay with the big guy. And we said, hey dude, this is our situation. Can we move Christmas morning to the morning of the 24th and have our slow gringo Christmas that way, and then move on to our Salvadorian fiesta at night on the 24th, and we rest on the 25th? Is that okay with you, big guy? And he immediately wrote back and said, no problem, dude, I got you. And from that night on, that's how we've been doing it. It's been like, what, 7 years now?
No, less. It's been 6 years.
6 years. It took me a long time, you guys, to figure this out.
But those 6 years is very different.
They were. I mean, now I love the way that we celebrate Christmas as a blended multicultural family living in El Salvador.
Yep.
I feel like we respect both of our cultures. Neither of us had to let go of anything or make any sacrifices after we made that move.
And everybody's happy.
Everybody gets to sleep.
So much needed.
It is. So this is how we do it.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. So November 1st is when Christmas season starts here, because there technically isn't a Thanksgiving or a Halloween. Even though we do it, not everybody does. So we get to decorate on November 1st and nobody cares. You don't have to wait till the day after Thanksgiving here, you guys. So we do it November 1st.
Well, everybody's anxious to be in that. I mean, you kind of start thinking about it in September.
You do.
Start planning. I mean, companies are starting to look for places where to celebrate their Christmas party in September.
You guys, it's been Black Friday here for like a month already.
Yeah, because it's so fun. I mean, it just brings so much joy. So everybody's eager to be in that time period, you know? So it just starts so early. You start seeing decorations everywhere.
And then the day after Thanksgiving, no, December 1st. December 1st, the elves come.
Yeah.
We are officially an Elf on the Shelf family, and it is awesome. All of the girls have their own elves. We have Lucy, Apple, and Pepper.
Yeah, and they're crazy. They do crazy things, amazing things. It's just fun, and the kids enjoy it. Every year has been. It just.
We never know what they're gonna do. I mean, they're not mischievous, but they are extremely creative. And I do think, you know, some people aren't into the elves on the shelves, but I love our elves. I mean, honestly, they don't get into trouble. They don't cause pranks. But they help remind the girls of the fun of Christmas magic and that Christmas spirit is all around us. And I think they do that for us too. I love our elves.
I do.
And throughout the month of December, we do all of the Christmas festivities, just like anybody in the U.S. or El Salvador would. I mean, we go check out the Christmas lights in other people's houses, we go Christmas shopping, we go visit Santa, and we bake yummy goodies like the ones that I found on Readly. Remember to check out their link down below for 2 months free subscription. You can cancel at any time, you guys. It is so much fun leading up until Christmas, because Christmas really begins here for us the night of the 23rd. Because that is when we leave out cookies for Santa, the girls say goodbye to their elves, and we leave out carrots for them.
Very well located, because the dogs can't get to them.
Yeah, just like the elves. They keep a side eye on those churros too. So we got to make sure that everything's protected well for Santa and the reindeer. But yeah, so we leave those out, we do our Christmas stories, and we tuck the girls into bed early on the 23rd. Because on the 24th, I wake up like a child and wake everybody up to go out and see that Santa has come. And we see our stockings. So we start with our stockings and we open those up and we have our breakfast, and then we open presents slowly around the tree, one by one, appreciating what everyone has got, just like my grandfather would appreciate. I love you, Grandpa. But then we spend a slow afternoon in our pajamas, playing with our new gadgets, hanging out as a family, playing board games, doing all the things that I remember doing as a kid. And then in the afternoon, we switch gears and we get ready for a party.
Yep.
We dress in our new clothes to the nines, and we get all suit and tie. And we clean up, and then the whole family comes over. Your mom, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, all the kids, and it is awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome. I didn't grow up with a big family, so this was something that took some getting used to for me here. Like, what do I do with all these people?
And all the hugs.
And all the hugs, because you hug everyone when they walk through the door. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And now I love it. I can't imagine
And
going
it's
without
hilarious.
it.
They even coordinate to come at the same time.
They do. So
I mean, they come and it's like what's it called? A parade? No, it's
yeah, they come in like 3 cars, and then it's like clown cars. They're like, doo, 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 doo. And it never stops. Like, I swear, the house is full, and it's full of love and Christmas spirit and cumbia music.
and awesome smells.
Awesome smells, the tumpe. It's so much fun, you guys. The adults drink, we all dance. It's truly a fiesta the whole night. It is just so much fun. I mean, the firecrackers,
Everywhere.
the fireworks. I never would have thought to associate firecrackers and fireworks with Christmas. Now they're synonymous. I can't go a holiday without them. I wouldn't know what to do. It wouldn't feel like Christmas anymore.
Yeah, it would be strange.
And we just have so much fun. At midnight, everybody opens their presents in a mad frenzy.
And those are the presents that come from the family because they bring the presents in to the kids, most of them.
Yeah, the adults, we do a secret Santa
Yeah.
these past few years with the family, and it's awesome. So all the adults, we exchange with like one gift, and it's really fun. We make
Yeah.
people guess who it is.
Yeah.
But the kids all get something small, and it's really awesome. It's so much fun. It's so much family togetherness.
Mm-hmm.
It's really warm, and it just makes you really proud to be a part of something like this incredible family.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Christmas here in El Salvador.
Yeah, it's incredible.
We literally do this until we can't anymore, and we all pass out, and we hibernate on the 25th. Nobody is waking anybody up at 6 in the
Like
morning
everybody in
anymore.
El Salvador.
Like everybody in El Salvador. It's like zombie land on the 25th here. Nobody is
Well,
out.
there's
and about.
people that go to work, unfortunately, but most of the people are just in their house.
Well, and that's only
Eating
recent.
leftovers, which are delicious.
Yeah, most of the businesses used to be completely closed on the 25th. Only recently are some businesses open now. So if you have to work on the 25th, my heart is with you. Honestly,
And thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. But to all of you guys, from our family to yours, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. We hope you have an amazing New Year. And honestly, I want to know, you guys. Tell us down below. How do you celebrate Christmas with your family? What traditions have you carried over since you were a kid? What signifies Christmas to you? Like, what would you miss if you left? What is something that you've adopted for your new family?
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you do that's specifically for your kids? Let me know down in the comments. I want to hear all about it, you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. This is mistletoe. It's invisible.
Oh, gosh.
It's amazing. I do. Bless you. That was
the dog.
That was the choo-choo. Okay. Jingle bells, Carlos smells. Salud. Not coffee.